Welcome to Pickleball Journey. Today we are bringing you 3 basic tips on return.
All right, we're gonna jump into 3 basic tips for your service return. The first tip is going to be in the positioning of your return, so your positioning. As a general rule, if you're at the center of your side, 1 step to the right to cover the angle, and then 1 step back, okay, is generally, or 2 steps from the line back is generally where I like to be. I always like to be a good distance from the baseline so that you can move forward into any shot.
And just as a disclaimer, this is a general rule. There are exceptions. So, you know, if you're playing an opponent who is always hitting this really sharp angle out wide, you want to take a step over to cover that. Same thing with the middle.
And then if they have a short serve, you can actually take a step up and be on that baseline.
But
so
in general too, you don't want to ever be inside of the line.
Yeah,
I see beginners make this mistake.
Yeah.
And even if the opponent generally hits a deep serve, or sorry, a short serve, sometimes they'll catch you deep, and it's too hard to hit when you're backing up. You'll get caught there.
Yep, good advice. That second tip, okay, we're looking for is how we're hitting that return. We never ever want to miss in the net because that's just free points for the server. So we want to make sure we're getting good height over that net, and we're hitting under the ball. So the bottom of our paddle is leading us, and so we're getting it nice and deep in the court and high as well for that basic return. We can always get lower once we get better, but I'm kind of just really getting a good height and depth on it. And with that backspin that we use with that front edge forward, we're getting a good loft so it won't go into the net, okay? If we're missing out, not into the net.
When Elijah's hitting these slice returns, he's not chopping at it. You know, it's a nice, easy ball through. Again, there's not this, sometimes people confuse it, and I see players really trying to chop at the ball.
Yeah, really chop.
You're really hitting a smooth return through.
Yep, it's just slightly open paddle, right? That last tip is going to be the placement of your return. For that first placement, it's very easy just to go cross court. That's going to be the highest percentage. You got the most distance. You got the lowest part of the net. So it's best to go cross court. But in some scenarios, Justin, tell us what we want to be doing.
Yeah, so if you notice that one partner is weaker than the other, you're going to target that opponent.
Absolutely, yeah. So sometimes it's worth that risk going down the line, especially if that person can't hit a drop. They can't hit a good drive, right? So target that player that can't do that third ball shot as well as any other.
Exception to that, if you're playing a friendly game with your family, friends, don't pick on the weak link too much.
Everyone wants to play.
It's a friendly game.
Yeah, everyone wants to play.
Be inclusive.
Yeah, exactly. So those are those 3 tips. Go out and practice those.
Position, slice return, placement.
And placement. All right, guys, for our final tip, this is a big one. Make sure when you're in your ready position that your feet are shoulder width apart. All right, make sure so when you're ready.
I love it that I can go on Promise. They've got shoes, gear, all kinds of stuff. 10% discount. See the description below.
Do it.
Make sure you stay out of the kitchen, unlike Elisha, but hop into the kitchen for their awesome curated content on Facebook, Instagram. They've got it all.